Folks, in my 20 years in the league, I've never seen anything like this. When I say that, I mean it's not just a typical rumor or a fleeting whisper. No, what's happening right now, at this very moment in late February 2026, is on a completely different level. I've got sources deep inside the NFL corridors, and what I'm about to reveal will shatter everything you thought you knew about player movement, front office scheming, and the true power plays that could change the landscape of the league for the next decade. This isn't just about a player or a team. It's a seismic shift, a game-changing move that's so secretive, so explosive in its implications, that only a handful of insiders are even aware of how close we might be to something almost unprecedented. Welcome to the ultimate inside scoop, where secrets are swapped, deals are being meticulously crafted under the radar, and the real story is only just beginning to unfold. Get ready, because what I'm about to tell you could redefine the NFC South, reshape the Atlanta Falcons' future, and set off a domino effect across the NFL's elite clubs. There's a reason I've been around the block so many times, and I've never seen a situation like this. Something so cloaked in secrecy, so layered in deception, that even the most seasoned analysts are still trying to piece it all together. But trust me, what I'm about to share is as real as it gets, and it's happening right now. But wait, before I crack this open completely, I need a favor. If you're serious about being in the know, if you want the real deal, the kind of intel that goes beyond what the mainstream outlets can even imagine, then hit that subscribe button, smash the like, and turn that notification bell on. Because the moment I reveal what I've uncovered, you'll want to be the first to hear it. No leaks, no rumors, just the unfiltered truth. Now, the difference between the casual fan and the insider, not just a fan, but a true league navigator, is the belief in what's behind the scenes. Only those who understand the layers of negotiations, the back-channel dealings, and the strategic positioning will truly grasp the magnitude of what's brewing. So if you're serious, if you want to be inside the bunker with me, then hold tight and stay locked in. Because what I'm about to reveal might just be the most explosive NFL story of 2026, and it's still unfolding right before your eyes. Let's go deeper into the shadows of this potential blockbuster move. The Atlanta Falcons, a team with a rich history but long-standing struggles at quarterback and secondary, are apparently on the brink of a radical transformation. And the key figure behind all of this, a name that's been making waves across NFL circles for months, someone whose trajectory has been spiraling upward with such force that insiders are whispering about the next big rebuild, being sparked not by draft picks or coaching changes, but by a seismic trade that could, in essence, rewrite the team's entire defensive identity. Now I've got my sources, trusted, verified, deeply embedded inside league circles, telling me that the Falcons, under the new regime of Kevin Stefanski, Ian Cunningham, and the legacy of Matt Ryan's newly created role as football captain, are orchestrating something awe-inspiring. And that something revolves around a name that's been gaining traction, Rick Woolen. Yes, that towering, game-changing cornerback from Seattle, a player whom scouts and analysts alike rave about, might be heading south in a deal that seems almost too good to be true. But make no mistake, this is no ordinary trade discussion. It's a carefully calibrated move designed to elevate the Falcons from their recent mediocrity into instant contenders, and it's happening behind closed doors, with only a select few knowing its full scope. Before I get into the nuts and bolts, let's set the stage with the team needs. The Falcons, after finishing 8-9 last season, are painfully aware that their blueprint is still incomplete. Offensively, they have a star in Bijan Robinson, a true difference maker, but they lack consistency at quarterback and depth across the offensive line. Defensively, the secondary has flashes of brilliance, especially with A.J. Terrell anchoring the top of the coverage unit, but the overall pass defense remains vulnerable, especially against elite passing attacks. You saw it last season. Opponents carved them apart, especially on third downs, and teams like the Bucs and Saints exploited their secondary early and often. The analytics are clear. Atlanta's defense ranked in the bottom third against the pass, giving up a staggering 28.5 points per game on average. Their secondary, despite moments of brilliance, still leaks yardage and big plays, particularly in crucial moments. And with the NFC South trending toward becoming an offensive spectacle, the Falcons must make a bold move. something that can instantly flip the script. Now, you're probably asking, what is the perfect solution to this problem? It's simple, a lockdown, game-breaking corner, someone who can shut down the top receivers and turn the tide in Atlanta's favor. But that hasn't been possible with the current roster. Until now. Because sources close to the negotiations have confirmed that the Falcons are eyeing a move that might shock the league, a trade to acquire Rick Woolen from Seattle. Here, that's where it gets even more intriguing. That solution is Rick Woolen. That's right. The 6'5" athletic marvel who burst onto the scene in 2022 and has since become one of the league's most talked-about cover corners. Woolen's combination of size, speed, and instincts is impossible to replicate. His film is a masterclass in coverage. Watch his ability to stick to receivers in man, to read routes instinctively, and to make plays on the ball. Since entering the league, Woolen has accumulated 12 interceptions and 36 pass breakups over 4 seasons. But what truly sets him apart is his rare blend of physical tools and athleticism. His 4.34 40-yard dash time, combined with his 6'5" frame, gives him the size and speed to cover anyone, anywhere. Look at his tape from 2024. Against top-tier WRs in multiple coverages, he shut down routes that most others can only dream of. His ability to recover after giving up initial position, his physicality at the catch point, and his knack for forcing turnovers make him a nightmare for any offense. Statistically, Woolen is a disruptive force. His 3 interceptions in 2024 tied for the team lead, but it's his 14 passes defense that truly highlight his dominance. Advanced metrics show his coverage grade among the best in the league. Elite man coverage, top-tier athleticism scores, and a knack for making crucial plays in big moments. Scouts who have watched him from college continue to rave about his rapid development. They call him a once-in-a-generation talent, someone with the potential to redefine what a cornerback can be in the NFL. Why are the Seahawks even considering moving him? That's where the rumors turn even more fascinating. Seattle, historically a defensive-minded organization with a strong draft record, is now facing a roster recalibration. They've got young talent at corner, like Devin Witherspoon, and veteran safeties in the mix. But the biggest question is, do they want to keep Woolen long-term, especially with pending free agency? Some insiders suggest that, behind closed doors, the Seahawks are preparing for a major rebuild, perhaps even considering a full reset of their defensive core. And Woolen, despite his rising star status, might be part of a package that brings in multiple draft picks or a proven veteran quarterback as part of a broader strategy. Now, the mechanics of such a trade. It's complex but not impossible. The Falcons, with their flexible cap space, an estimated $75 million, could absorb Woolen's market value, which is now skyrocketing after his recent impressive seasons. Seattle, on the other hand, might be looking for draft assets, possibly a first-round pick and a high-value secondary or edge player, to offset the loss of their young star. Plus, with the league's escalating salary cap, expected to reach $296 million in 2026, teams are more willing than ever to make bold moves. Sources inside Atlanta suggest that the Falcons are willing to part with multiple picks, perhaps even future conditional selections, to land Woolen and instantly upgrade their secondary. And how does this fit within Stefanski's new scheme? Perfectly. Woolen's game complements Stefanski's emphasis on versatility and aggressive coverage schemes. He's not just a man coverage corner. His length and ball skills make him deadly in zone, especially in schemes where the defense can be flexible. Zone blitz concepts, hybrid coverages, and high-pressure man. He'd instantly become the Falcons, CB1, replacing some of the coverage liabilities that have haunted them in recent seasons. His presence would allow the team to deploy extreme pressman looks, trusting Woolen's ability to shut down the top receiver and force turnovers, and in a division where Drew Brees Jr. and other mobile QBs threaten with big throws, Woolen's rare combination of size, speed, and football IQ would be a nightmare for opponents. Projected impact. The Falcons instantly jump from a middle-of-the-road defense to one of the league's most intimidating units. Opposing QBs would think twice before throwing into Woolen's side, knowing that his length and athleticism can turn any route into a pick-six opportunity. The secondary's confidence would skyrocket, and the entire team's identity would shift from plucky underdog to genuine contender. Now I know what some of you are thinking. Is this too good to be true? Well, I've seen enough deals in my career to understand that the NFL is a cold, calculated game of chess. Moves are made in the dark, plans hidden until the moment they explode into reality. And right now, the whispers indicate that Atlanta's front office is in the final negotiation stages of a deal that could redefine the NFC South. But what about the risks? Absolutely, there are some. Woolen's recent injury history, minor but enough to raise eyebrows, plus the question of how well Seattle would accept a trade within the division could complicate matters. Still, sources close to the Falcons believe they've offered a package that's too good for Seattle to pass up. A first-round pick, perhaps a future second, and a young player or two to sweeten the deal. The trade would likely be executed before free agency officially kicks off in March, aiming to give Stefanski's new defense a jumpstart on the 2026 season. And the media buzz. It's already starting to swirl. Some national insiders are whispering about an under-the-radar blockbuster, but only a few really understand the full scope. I've spoken to several NFL executives, and they're stunned. Woolen's a game changer. If Atlanta pulls this off, they're not just competing, they're flipping the entire NFC South on its head, one GM said. The league is watching, waiting for the dominoes to fall. In conclusion, this trade, if it happens, could be a turning point. It's not just about acquiring a cornerback, it's about sending a definitive message to the league. The Falcons are serious, they're ready to make a statement, and Woolen. He's about to become the symbol of their rise. A player who, with the right scheme and coaching, could become a Hall of Fame-level talent in the next few seasons. So keep your eyes peeled because, if this deal goes through, the NFL's landscape will never be the same. And trust me, this is only the beginning. The real fireworks are still to come, and I'll be front and center, breaking every detail as it unfolds. Remember, in this league, the biggest moves happen when no one's watching, and the secrets are kept until the perfect moment to strike. The countdown has begun, and the world will soon see a new era dawning on the Atlanta Falcons. Are you ready for the revolution?